Well, between two books, I mean, when we finish one story and before we start a new one, I usually make 2 weeks. Yeah, I need time just to
Okay.
relax, to switch my brains off from one story and to prepare myself to for reading another one. Usually, I make
Uh,
2 weeks, and then it depends. Depends on many issues,
it
kind of
depends. It
internet
depends on
issues,
your on. Oh yeah.
many things. Sometimes, well, in Russia it's summer, I guess the same as in your country. So sometimes I go on some trips with my family, but still I try to fix things and uh, try to follow some schedule. Yeah, it's good for myself to improve English and good for the team.
Okay.
Not to feel too relaxed, not to waste time. And what is more, it's such a great pleasure for me to read and to read among people I like. I like to share opinions, like to exchange. For me, it's like a really great event to meet, read together,
Yeah,
do
yeah.
activities. Even when I prepare activities, it's such a, I feel so inspired because I want to um, do things, want to review all together. Sometimes I miss something while reading. Although I read 2 or 3 times the same book, yeah, as I explained before, but still sometimes I miss something. And you, my dearest, focus on that detail and say, yeah, 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 I should, well, it was there, yeah. Sometimes it's really, I really appreciate that you uh, give your sincere opinion on some chapter or character's behavior, and it helps me to overthink the behavior of this or that character. So from our classes, I got much wisdom indeed.
Hello, Yvonne.
Hello, Yvonne. Ah, wakey,
Good
wakey.
morning.
Wakey, wakey. 6 a.m. reading
Hello.
time. Is it cold, Yvonne? Is it cold?
No, I think it's
Winter.
because I was last night I went bed late and
Mm-hmm.
now I wake up early, so that is what makes me be cold. It's only the sensation,
Mm-hmm. Is it?
but it isn't cold. Actually, it's pretty sunny already.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In Italy, it's too hot.
I have
Yeah,
plus 40.
yeah, yeah.
Is it?
30, 36
Oh my God.
degree temperature. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we are having nice weather because it's been raining a lot, so it lowers the temperature. And yeah, we're having just beautiful weather, not like in other years that it's extremely hot and we want to run away. So yeah, it's nice. Hi, and Dang.
Hi, good evening from my side. Long time no see. I miss you all. I'm happy to see you.
It,
You've
it's
been
time. It's
absent for
great.
ages.
Yes, and for the final class, it's really
Oh,
great.
final class?
Final class of this story.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
but still, I hope you are able to read this book because after this final class, we'll have 2 weeks break as always. And then a new story is waiting. It is watching me and says, "Choose me, choose me." Oh my God.
I can't believe you jump from dating one to another.
Yes, as always. But it's always great to come back and read the story because every time I come back and read the story with the team, it is a bit under other source. So, totally different experience and feelings when I read it with you. And some things I understand in a bit different way. And I think, oh, especially some feelings. And I think, oh, I got it wrong when I was reading it alone.
Do you keep a record of all the we should not call them classes because to me it's not a class, to me it's an experience.
Meetings.
But do you keep a record of all these?
Usually I keep the records of the first class and the final class, and sometimes some classes which are between, and I send them to YouTube. If things are perfect at the meeting, I send the recordings to Cafe Group YouTube channel. But yes, I keep them not on my personal computer, but on some disks to keep. Sometimes it's
Wow.
interesting to review.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think every time it becomes better, no? I mean, like maybe if you think about your first meetings and then where you are now, I bet you are much better every time.
I guess I guess Ndang remembers me when I was a beginner host.
Yeah.
Ndang, how long have you been visiting reading meetings?
Reading meeting. I start with this mystery of meat. This at the first time I joined meeting in
Whi-
this
which
group.
book? Do you remember?
Mystery of meat. Russian culture.
Russian
Uh,
culture.
yeah,
Uh,
Russian. This is I use.
about the girl which changed clothes. Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
About
Mistress into Maid.
yeah,
By
mystery into
Alexander
meat.
Pushkin.
Yes, true.
Was 2.5 years ago, about almost 3 years ago.
Sarapan using wear a dress sarapan or
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yes.
one. I
Mm-hmm.
like this movie.
Yes, the movie is great and the book also, yeah. So,
Yeah.
but I already told Razaba that at the beginning I made some mistakes with the wrong choices of the level and the plot of the stories. But now I think more about you as readers and tend to choose the most suitable books, of course. Okay,
Oh,
let's start, okay? So we're
okay.
going to read from page 145 up to the end,
Oh,
and then we will make some reviewing activities of the whole story. So keep your book at hand as possible. Mhm. We'll
Yeah.
try to review and to remember all together. Okay, let me share the screen. Mhm. Okay. Just a second. No, not this one. Mhm. Okay. So, what events happened from the last class up to this page? Who can just, what do you remember? What happened there in the story?
In this
Mhm.
in these notes, just in these notes, there is the marriage of Alex and Esperanza. So
Mhm.
it is that there is the reception, and everybody is very happy because Tita has prepared the delicious dish, chili in nut sauce, and everyone is happy and is enjoying this reception.
Yes, but they were
So
tried to shell the nuts. Yeah, their fingers hurt because they had to shell plenty of nuts. Okay, and who is Esperanza? Mm-hmm. Rosalba, please remind us who is Esperanza.
Speranza is Rosaura's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
she is in love with John Brown's son.
Mm-hmm.
And so the Tita's dream comes true because they break finally the family tradition. Rosaura wanted Esperanza could take care of her until her death, but Tita and Pedro are very 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 happy that Esperanza could marry John, could
Mm-hmm.
marry Alex,
Could marry Esperanza, could marry
and
Alex.
yes, and Alex, and there was really a battlefield at home
Mm-hmm.
when Rosaura opposes to the marriage.
Yes, Pedro and Tita stand for Esperanza, for her to choose her own way, yeah, to have her family, to marry Alex, yeah, and that was an
No, no,
opposition,
no.
almost a battlefield. Yes, and what happened to Rosaura?
Rosaura is dead
Yes, why?
for congestion.
Mm-hmm.
And so after a year from her death, there is the celebration of this wedding.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. So let's read from the beginning, no, from here as they danced. Okay. Rosalba, will you please read?
Okay, thank you. As they danced, John followed them with his eyes, with a look full of affection and just a hint of resignation. Tenderly, Pedro touched his cheek to Tita's, and his hand on her waist felt hotter than ever. Do you remember when we heard this song for the first time? I'll never forget. I couldn't sleep that night thinking about asking for your hand right then. I didn't know that it would take 22 years before I would ask you to be my wife. Are you asking me seriously? Of course. I don't want to die without making you mine. I always dreamed of walking with you into a church full of white flowers, and you the most beautiful of them all. Dressed in white, of course. There is nothing to stop you. And do you know what? Once we are married, I'd like to have a child with you. We still have time, don't you think? Now that Esperanza is leaving us, we'll need some company.
Thank you very much, Rosalba. Please have a rest. And hello, Kazuka. Hello.
Hello, all.
Kazuko, how's the situation in the region? I have heard about earthquakes. Are things safe?
Thank you so much considering about our house or circumstance. Thank you very much, Victoria. So
Thank
we sometimes we have earthquake, but it's not so strong. And here, the other day we got the earthquake, but we are safe. Thank you.
I have heard about some strong winds in your region too. Typhoons? No?
Yes,
Mhm.
heavy rain and the typhoon and strong winds, especially strong winds, because here is very near from the Ocean Pacific.
Mhm.
That's why.
2 days we have heavy rains here in my region, and
Wow.
just like pouring and pouring, and oh, the garden is floating. That's a
Floating.
pity, but we hope for warm days like in Rosalba's Italy. They have almost 40. I dream about that heat, to be honest. It is not that warm, it is only plus 15.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but we hope for warmer and warmer summer and sunny days.
Mm.
Okay, Kazuko, will you please read a bit for us?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Tita. Mhm.
Tita,
Mhm.
Tita couldn't answer Pedro. A lump in her throat prevented it. The tears slowly rolled down her cheeks, her first tears of joy. And I want you to know that you can't convince me not to do it. I don't care what my daughter or anybody else thinks. We've spent too many years worrying about what people will say. From now on, nothing is going to keep me away from you.
Please go on, Kazuko. Mhm.
Yeah, thank you. In fact, Tino no longer gave a damn either about what people would say when their love affair was made public.
Mhm. Mhm. A bit more?
Yeah, thank you. For 20 years, she had respected the pact the two of them had made with Rosaura. Now she had enough of it. Their pact consisted of taking into consideration the fact that it was vital to Rosaura to maintain the appearance that her marriage was going splendidly. And the most important thing for her was that her daughter grow up within that sacred,
Sacred. Sacred.
sacred institution. The family, the only way she left to provide a film of the farm moral foundation.
Thank
Pedro
you.
and
Kazuko,
yeah,
please
thank
have
you.
rest.
Yeah, thank
So,
you.
Tita, Pedro, and Rosaria, they all supported the illusion of good marriage between Rosaura and Pedro. Yeah, we all remember the reason of it. Yes, and they tend to make things perfect and ideal for their children, I mean, Esperanza. Okay, Kazuko, please have a rest. Yvonne.
Here,
From here, Pedro and Tita. From
um,
here. Mhm.
Pedro and Tita had sworn to be absolutely discreet about their meetings and keep their love a secret. In the eyes of others, theirs must always be a perfectly normal family. For this to succeed, Tita must agree to give up having an illicit child. In compensation, Rosaura was prepared to share Esperanza with her. As follows, Tita would be in charge of feeding the child, Rosaura of her education. Rosaura's side of the bargain was that she was required to live with them on friendly terms, avoiding jealousy and complaints.
Mhm. Mhm. A bit more.
For,
Yvonne. Mhm.
thank you. For the most part, they had all observed the treaty, though it was least successful in respect to Esperanza's education. Tita wanted Esperanza to have a different education from the one Rosaura had planned for her. So even though it wasn't part of the deal, she took advantage of the moments Esperanza spent with her to provide the child with a different sort of knowledge than her mother was teaching her.
Thank you very much, Yvonne.
Thank
How,
you.
I have a question to y'all. Why do you think Tita decided to interfere into Esperanza's education? Mhm.
She didn't want to be educated as them, to be
Not to be so conservative,
exactly.
not to be so old-fashioned.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She wanted her.
Not not
Not to
to
keep in
follow.
mind that you should stay single until
Mhm,
it's your
mhm,
time.
So we can
Not to
tell
follow the
our mother.
tradition,
Mhm,
not to follow the tradition, because Rosaura wanted Esperanza could learn just singing, playing the piano, to amuse her in the afternoon. But Tita is more modern than Rosaura. She hopes that Esperanza could have a modern education.
mhm, mhm. Okay, so Tita felt the time going. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Indang, will you please read
Okay, thank you. This
those?
this moment added up to most of the day, for the kitten was Esperanza's favorite place and Tita was her best friend and confidant. It was during one of these afternoons in the kitchen when Tita learned that Alex, John Brown's son, was counting Esperanza. Tita was the first to know he had seen Esperanza again after many years. At a party at the school she was attending, Alex was finishing medical school. They were attacked the moment they met. When Esperanza told Tita that when she felt Alex's eyes on her body, she felt like dog being clogged in boiling oil. Tita knew that Alex and Esperanza would be bound together forever. Rosaura tried everything to prevent it. From the first, she was flighty and frankly opposite. Pedro and Tita pleaded Esperanza's case, which started a struggle on the deed between them. Rosaura insisted loudly upon her right. Pedro and Tita had broken the pact. It wasn't fair.
Indang, please have a rest. Okay,
Okay, thank
Jade,
you.
Jade has joined us. Jade, will you please read a bit for us?
Okay. Um,
It wasn't. Mhm.
it wasn't the first time they had argued about Esperanza. That had been when Rosaura insisted that her daughter shouldn't attend school, since it would be a waste of time. If Esperanza's only lot in life was to take care of her mother forever, she didn't have any need for fancy ideas. What she needed was to study piano, singing, and dancing. Mastering those talents would be tremendously useful, first of all, because Esperanza could provide Rosaura with marvelous afternoons of entertainment and amusement, and second, because she would stand out at society balls for her spectacular performance. She would captivate everyone and would always be welcome among the upper class. With great effort, after 3 long conversations, they managed to convince Rosaura that besides singing, dancing, and performing at the piano, Esperanza needed to be able to talk about interesting subjects when she was around, and for that, she had to go to school. Very reluctantly, Rosaura agreed to send her daughter to school, but only because she had been convinced that Esperanza would not just learn how to make agreeable and amusing conversations there, but would mingle with the cream and upper crust of Piedras Negras society in grade school. Esperanza went to the best school with the object of improving her mind. Tita, for her part, taught her something just as valuable: the secrets of love and life as revealed by the kitchen.
Thank you, Jade, very much. Mm-hmm. Okay. Imelda, will you please read a bit for us? Imelda? I guess busy. And we have Elda. I'm sorry, Elda. Will you please,
Sorry.
uh, Elda, will you please open your camera and say hello to the team? Okay, Imelda, we got you. How about Elda? Okay, he quit. Okay, let's start. Let's go on with Rosalba then. Will you please read? Okay, from here, that victory. Rosalba, please unmute. We don't hear you.
Me, that victory over Rosaura had been enough to prevent another serious argument until now, when Alex was introduced and with him the possibility of an engagement. Rosaura was furious when she saw that Pedro and Tita were staunchly behind Esperanza. She fought with everything she had. She fought like a lioness to defend what, according to tradition, was a right. A daughter who would stay with her until she died. She kicked, she screamed, she yelled, she spit, she threw up, she made desperate threats. For the first time, she broke their pact and hurled curses at Pedro and Tita, holding up to them all the suffering they had caused her. The house became a battlefield. Slammed doors were the order of the day. Fortunately, this did not go on for long, because after 3 days of the most violent and heart-rending battle between the two sides, Rosaura, due to her terrible digestive problems, had died of whatever she had died of. Having
Rosalba. Okay, Rosalba, please have a rest. Yvonne, will you please reading?
Having brought off the wedding between Alex and Esperanza was Tita's greatest triumph. How proud she felt to see Esperanza so self-confident, so intelligent, so perfectly prepared, so happy, so capable, and at the same time so feminine and womanly, in the fullest sense of the word. Pardon me. She looked so beautiful in her wedding gown, waltzing with Alex to the eyes of youth. When the music was over, the Lobos, Paquita, and Jorge came up to congratulate Pedro and Tita.
Yvonne, please have a rest. Now, Kazuka, please go on.
Yes, thank you. Congratulations, Pedro. Your daughter couldn't have found a better match than Alex for 10 miles around. Yes, Alex Brown is a wonderful boy. The only sad thing is that they're not going to stay with us. Alex won a grant to get his doctorate
degree.
At Harvard University, and they're leaving for 3 days. treaty right after the wedding. How awful, Tita! What are you going to do now? Inquired Pagita, venomously, whispered Esperanza in the house. You are not going to be able to live with Pedro. Oh, but before you move someplace else, give me the receipt for this bit for these chilies in walnut sauce. How exquisite they look.
A bit more.
Yeah, thank you. The chilies not only looked good, they were indeed delicious. Never before had Tita done such a marvelous job with them. The platters of chilies proudly wore the color of the flock, the green of the chilies, the white of the nut sauce, the red of the pomegranates.
Kazuka, please
Thank
have
you.
a rest. Now, and Dunk, please read.
Okay. This tricolor try didn't last very long. They chilies disappear in the blink of an eye. How long ago it seemed that Tita had failed like a chili in old sauce left sitting on the platter out of etiquette. For not waiting to look greedy. Tita wondered, Tita wondered whether the fact that there was not a single chili felt on the platter was a sight that good manner had been forgotten, or that the chilies were indeed splendid. Her
In
feel
Dunk,
okay.
in Dunk, please have a rest. Hello, Jenny.
Thank you.
Hello, Jenny.
Hello.
Hello. Will you please read a bit for us?
Okay.
From here, her fellow diners.
Okay. Her fellow diners were delighted. What a difference between this wedding and that unfortunate day when Pedro and Rosaura got married, when all the guests had been overcome by food poisoning. Today, instead of feeling a terrible longing and frustration, they felt quite different, tasting these chilies in a walnut sauce. They all experienced a sensation like the one Gertrudis had when she ate the quails in a rose sauce. Again, Gertrudis was the first to feel the symptoms. She was in the middle of the patio, dancing with Juan to my beloved Captain. And as she danced, she outdid herself, singing the refrain.
Jenny, thank you. Please have a rest. Thank you very much. Okay, and now Louis turns. Please read. Hello, Louis. From
Hi,
here,
good morning, everyone. Hi,
hello,
teacher.
hello. Will you please read for us a bit?
Yes, of course. Okay.
From here.
Okay. Every time she sang, my beloved captain, she remembered that distant day when Juan was a captain and she met him in the open fire, completely naked. She immediately recognized the heat in her limbs, the tickling sensation in the center of her body, the nasty thoughts, and she decided to live with her husband before things went too far. When she left, the party started to break up. All the other guests quickly made their excuses, coming up with one pretext or another, throwing hit looks at each other. They too left. The newlyweds were secretly delighted, since this left them free to grab their suitcase and get away as soon as possible. They need to get to the hotel.
Thank you very much, Louis. So, guys, we can see this chilies in walnut sauce made the effect opposite to the cake, which made people to feel longing. Yeah, do you remember at Rosario and Pedro's wedding? People felt longing and frustrated after they tried the cake. Yeah, and the cake was cooked by Tita, who was very much upset because her sweetheart was going to marry another woman. Yeah, but in this case, for Esperanza and Alex's wedding, she felt very enthusiastic and all inspired, and the food made a positive effect on the guests. Yeah, they throwing heated looks at each other. Yeah, and left as soon as possible. So we can guess that this dish was really successful because as soon as guests left, newlyweds Esperanza and Alex were able to leave soon. Okay, let's go on reading. Okay, Jade, will you please read a bit for us
Okay, teacher.
from here before Tita?
Before Tita and Pedro knew it, along with John and Chensha, they were the only ones left on the ranch. Everyone else, including the ranch hands, was making mad passionate love, wherever they had happened to end up. Some under the bridge between Piedras Negras and Eagle Pass. The more conservative in their cars hastily pulled over to the side of the road. The rest, wherever they could. Any spot would do. In the river, on the stairs, under the wash tub, in the fireplace, in the oven of the stove, under the counter, in the drugstore, in the clothes closet, on a tree top. Necessity is the mother of invention, and of every position that day it led to some of the greatest creativity in the history of the human race.
Oh, thank you, Jade. Let's move on. In Dunk?
Yeah,
Will you please read?
this one
Okay.
for their part, Tita and Pedro were making a powerful effort to keep their sexual impulses under control. But they were so strong that they went right through their skin and came out in the form of heat and this distinctive smell. John noticed, and seeing that he was the third whale, say goodbye and leave. It hurt Tita to see him go off alone. John should have found someone else when she refused him, but he never had. After John left, Chenta asked permission to go to her village. It had been several days since her husband left to build a house there, and she had suddenly gotten a strong urge to visit him. For the first time in their life, Tita and Pedro could speak love freely. For years they had had to make all sorts of curtains so that no one would see them, so that no one would suspect them, so that Tita would not become pregnant, so that she wouldn't cry out with pleasure when they were inside each other. But all was were over now. Oh,
Thank you very much.
yeah.
Rosalba, will you please go on reading?
Thank you. With no need for words, they took each other's hands and went into the dark room. Before entering, Pedro took her in his arms, slowly opened the door, and before his eyes, the dark room was completely transformed. All the furniture had disappeared. There was just the brass bed standing royal in the middle of the room. The sick sheets and bedspread were white, like the floral rag that covered the floor, and the 250 candles that lit up the now inappropriately named dark room. Tita was moved at the thought of the work that Pedro had done to prepare the room in this way, and so was Pedro, thinking how clever she had been to arrange it all in secret. They were so filled with pleasure that they didn't notice that in a corner of the room, Nacha lit the last candle, raised her finger to her lips as if asking for silence, and faded away.
Thank you very much, Rosalba. Yvonne, please go on reading.
Pedro placed Tita on the bed and slowly removed her clothing, piece by piece, after caressing each other, gazing at each other with infinite passion. They released the passion that had been contained for so many years. The striking of the brass headboard against the wall and the guttural sounds that escaped from both of them mixed with the sound of the thousand doves flying free above them. Some sixth sense had told the doves that it was time to flee the ranch. With them fled all the other animals, the cows, the pigs, the chickens, the quails, the lambs, the horses. Tita was aware of none of it. She was experiencing a climax so intense that her closed eyes glowed, and a brilliant tunnel, pardon me, appeared before her.
Yvonne, please have a rest. Okay. Jenny, will you please read? Jenny? Okay, busy?
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
She remembered.
She remembered then the words that John had once spoken to her. It's a strong emotion suddenly light all the candles we carry inside ourselves. It creates a brightness that shines far beyond our normal vision, and then an splendid tunnel appears that shows us the way that we forgot when we were born and calls us to recover our lost divine origin. The soul longs to return to the place it came from, leaving the body lying lost. Tita checked her passion.
And please, a bit more. Jenny.
She didn't want to die. She wanted to explore this emotion many more times. This was just the beginning.
Thank you very much, Jenny. Okay, Louis is busy. Uh, Okay, Kazuko, Billy, please go on reading.
Yes, thank you. She she tried to still her breathing, and only then did she hear the flutter of the wings of the last doves as they flew off. Apart from that sound, she heard only their hearts beating fiercely. Firstly, she
Fiercely.
could
Mhm.
fiercely. She could feel Pedro's heart pounding against her chest. Suddenly, the pounding ceased.
Stopped. Ceased means stopped.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Ceased. A mortal silence spread through the room. It took her but a moment to realize that Pedro was dead. Respect.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Pedro died after making love. That's the destiny. Oh my God.
My God!
Yeah, very funny, yeah. Why are we laughing, I wonder? What a funny day. Yeah, so they wanted to be happy for so long time that when it happened, Pedro was so happy. Mhm. Okay, with Pedro died the possibility of ever again lighting her inner fire. With him went all the candles. She knew that the natural heat that she was now feeling would cool little by little, consuming itself as rapidly as if it lacked fuel to maintain itself. So she felt that the fire inside her was taken away with the Pedro's death. Yeah, because they burnt each other. Yeah, and that's how she felt. Okay, let's go on reading. And Dang. Here, sure.
Okay. Surely Pedro had died at the moment of ecstasy when he entered the luminous tunnel. She regretted not having done the same. No, it would never again be possible to see that light, because she could no longer feel anything. She would but wander through the shadow for eternity alone, all alone. She would have to find some way, even if it was an artificial one, of striking a fire that would light the way back to her origin and to Pedro. But first, she had to tell the freezing chill that was beginning to uh, paralyze her. She got
Paralyzed.
up,
Paralyzed.
paralyzed her. She got up and went running to the enormous bedspread that she had woven through night. After night of solitude and insomnia, and she threw it over her. It covered the whole range, all 3 hectares. She pulled from her bureau drawer the box of candles that John had given her.
Just a
She needed
second. Candles or matches?
a candle.
I guess matches because John was making knew how to make matches, not candles.
Oh,
I guess there's kind of a mistranslation. And to be very honest, okay, guys, who reads the book in translation? Kazuko, you? Do you read in this book in Japanese?
No, but there is a movie,
Mm-hmm.
another name, but the same movie.
Uh-huh. So, do you remember in the movie, was she eating candles or matches?
I think match, not candle.
Yes, not candles. So, there's a mistake of translation, yeah? I guess.
I was
Let me check the
surprised.
original. I will try to look
Yes,
for the original and I will
yes,
come back.
please. Yes, please.
Yes.
It's interesting. So
Mm-hmm.
I wondered, candle
They are
make
matches because in the novel there is the metaphor of matches, and
Yes.
John gave her a box of matches, I think, not candles.
Not candles.
Yeah.
So she began to eat the candles out of the box one by one as she chewed each candle. She pressed her eyes shut and tried to reproduce the most moving memories of her and Pedro. The first time she saw him, the first time their hands touched, the first bouquet of roses, the first kiss, the first caress, the first time they made love. In this she was successful. When the candle she chewed made contact with the turned images she evoked, the candle began to burn. So she wanted the heat from Pedro come back to her. Yeah, he died and switched off the light in Tita, in fact. Yes. Then she wanted that light come back to her soul. That's why she started to eat matches and add some hot memories about Pedro to make a fire burning. We should keep in mind that we're reading magical realism, yeah? Do you remember that we are reading this genre? Okay. So in this she was successful. When the candle she chewed made contact with the torrid images she evoked, the candle began to burn. Little by little her vision began to brighten until the tunnel again appeared before her eyes. There, at its entrance, was the luminous figure of Pedro waiting for her. Tida didn't hesitate. She let herself go to the encounter, and they wrapped each other in a long embrace, again experiencing an amorous climax. They left together for the lost Eden. Never again would they be apart. So how do we understand this passage? So in fact, she poisoned herself, to be honest. But it's too realistic. She poisoned. Yes, she wasn't able to live without Pedro, and she ate. So what would happen to a person if he or she eats matches? I guess it is poisonous for humans' body to eat matches. But to make the death more romantic, the writer Laura Esquivel used this method to show that Tito passed away, but on a bit different reason than Pedro. Agree or not, ladies? Or I shouldn't ruin the romantic moment. Let her eat matches. Okay, let's move on. Okay. Yvonne, will you please read? At that moment.
I'm going. Okay, just a second. I was looking for this part of the book in Spanish.
Okay.
I found it, but I will come back. I was there. At that moment, the fairy bodies of Pedro and Tita began to throw off glowing sparks. They set on fire the bedspread, which ignited the entire ranch. The animals had fled just in time to save themselves from the inferno. The dark room was transformed into an erupting volcano. It was cast stone and ash in every direction. When the stones reached high enough, they exploded into multicolored lights. From miles away, people in neighboring towns watched the spectacle, thinking it was fireworks celebrating the wedding of Alex and Esperanza. But when the fire fires continued for a week. They came to get a closer look.
Okay,
I continue.
please have a rest. Okay, Louis. Hello, Louis. Can you please read?
Okay, yes, I can.
A layer of fish.
Okay, a layer of fish, several yards high covered the entire ranch. When Esperanza, my mother, returned from her wedding trip, all that she found under the remains of what had been the ranch was this cookbook, which she bequeathed to me when she died, and which tells in each of its recipes this story of love interred. They say that under those ashes every kind of life flourished, making this land the most fertile in the region.
Okay, thank you, Louis. So, as for
Thank
the
you.
word bequeathed, bequeathed it means to give something from mother to daughter, inherit, in fact. This word bequeathed means to inherit. Okay. And let's finish reading. Jenny. Jenny?
Okay, thank you. Yes, throughout my childhood, I had the good fortune to savor the delicious fruits and vegetables that grew on that land. Eventually, my mother had a little apartment built there. My father, Alex, still lives in one of the apartments. Today he is going to come to my house to celebrate my birthday. That is why I am preparing Christmas rolls, my favorite dish. My mom, my mom prepared them for me every year. My mom.
Jenny. Please have a rest. Okay, and now Rosalba, please go on reading.
My, sorry, my mama, how wonderful the flavor, the aroma of her kitchen. Her story says she prepared the meal and Christmas rolls. I don't know why mine never turn out like hers, or why my tears flow so freely when I prepare them. Perhaps I am as sensitive to onions as a Tita, my great aunt, who will go on living as long as there is someone who cooks her recipes.
Okay, and that is all with the story.
Yes, wonderful story.
Full of delicious food, passion.
Wonderful story because, according to, in my opinion, it is much more than a love story. Yes, because, for
Life
example,
lesson.
yeah,
And
there
here,
are.
my readers, there are some fireworks. Please don't pass away.
Okay, we got it. We have a lot of books to read. Okay, now pass over to some activities. Okay. So the task is, so the task is to match the dishes with the events that happened in the story. So all 12 dishes are mentioned in the story, and we should remember the events.
Chilling moment. So sad.
Turkey mole with almonds and sesame seeds. It's related to the baptism of the nephew. She wanted the feast to go well, for the ranch was celebrating an important event, the baptism of her nephew, the first son of Pedro and Rosaura.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Will you please?
Stop. Up. Oh, no. There. Down.
Down.
That's
Oh,
it.
yep.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, Ciabella wedding cake.
Uh-huh.
The moment they took their first bite of the cake, everyone was flooded with a great wave of longing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Just. Will you please tell me?
No, the moment they took, yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When did it happen, Rosalba? Who everyone? Can you please remind Rosalba?
Yeah, Pedro and Rosaura.
Rosalba.
Yes,
Okay.
Pedro and Rosaura marriage.
Mm-hmm. So, and Tita was cooking, prepared,
Yeah.
yes, bake the cake, but
Cake, make cake.
Okay, we got it.
Matches while phosphorus doesn't combine with oxygen to burn at ordinary temperature, it does burst into flame very rapidly at an elevated temperature.
So, to make the matches burn,
Yeah,
there
matches
should
while
be
phosphorus.
certain temperature, and it's again the metaphor, yes? For example, Pedro's match and Rosaura match never burned together because there wasn't elevated temperature between them.
There wasn't enough oxygen, which was that
Exactly.
sensation.
Yeah, exactly. The only thing that was in Rosario was carbon CO,
Dioxide.
yeah, CO2, not oxygen. Carbon. Okay.
Quail in rose petal sauce. Rosaura saying she was feeling sick and getting nauseous, barely took 3 bites, but something strange was happening to Gertrude's. Quail in rose petal sauce.
Okay.
Rosaura saying she was feeling sick.
Okay, what has happened to Gertrudis?
Gertrudis was overwhelmed by the Tita's emotions when she prepared these dishes, and so she is the person who before other people felt these strong feelings, this strong emotion.
So
She
she
flew
managed
away.
to escape from the ranch, yes, with the captain, yeah. And Mama Elena had burned her birth certificate, yeah. She wanted to cross out her daughter from her life. Okay.
Champandongo, Pedro, for the very next day, Pedro appeared at the house. His esteemed father at his side to ask for Tita's hand in marriage.
Wasn't that the Christmas rolls?
I guess Chimpandongo was at last class, at previous class.
So I think second, beans with chili. It's called style
Where?
is second one. Second one. Teacher suppose, yes.
Because for the same thing had happened with the yeah.
Okay, so about how about the proposal
request.
day?
Christmas rolls.
No,
Christmas.
no.
Oh, Christmas.
Fall.
That's how the story
Yeah.
started.
Yep, exactly.
For the very next bedroom request.
Oh, okay. And jump and don't go. Cream fritters. Tita was preparing this dish at the specific request of Gertrude. It was her favorite dessert.
So, by the way, cream fritters is the favorite dessert of Gertrudis, but in the movie, yes, you remember it was the favorite dessert of Pedro. So they mixed up events, but it's movie. Okay.
Oxtail soup. About 3 months ago, after tasting a spoonful of soup.
Oxtail soup. Yes.
Oxtail soup.
Yeah.
I have a question to our readers. How did Tita get to John Brown's house? Who remembers? And Dunk?
Her mom declared her nuts.
Northern style
sorry.
chorizo.
Yvonne, will you please remind us how did Tita get to John Brown's house? Home, not house, of course.
So there was this event when the baby died, and Tita decided to blame her mom for this, and she went wild, decided not to obey anymore her mom, and cried, and her mom declared her to be nuts, to be crazy, and sent her to Matt's house. But John, the doctor, decided not to obey this order and took her to his house. He took care of her, and she decided not to speak to no one. She was only in silence until Chencha went to visit Tita and took some oxtail soup, which made her recover.
Guys, how about your cultures? Do you need some soup to recover after illness? Here, the same, but we take chicken broth if we want to recover, especially
Same
after
here.
flu. Do you have the same in your cultures?
Here we also have the chicken. I mean, we don't have oxen everywhere. So maybe because this is in the north. In the north, yes. In the north, the most common dish is to eat beef, ox. But here, since we are not in that region, we have chicken broth. Yeah. But in the north, everybody is eating all of the time beef meat.
Kazuka, what kind of soup?
Chilies in walnut sauce.
Rosalba, wait a second. Rosalba,
Rosalba,
wait a second. I have a final question to Kazuka. Kazuka, what soup do you eat to recover soon?
So if we have cold, catch a cold, so we have a custom to drink green leaf and put in the egg, the
Mhm.
soup.
Mhm.
The taste is salt and pepper almost, and soy sauce a little bit.
Okay, and the same question to Italy. Rosalba, what do you eat to recover soon?
About what?
What do you
Oh,
eat? What
what?
soup or what or other dish do you eat? Do Italians eat to recover from illness soon?
For to recover illness, yes.
Mhm.
In general, chicken broth.
The same like in
Yes,
Hugs.
this is very very a therapy for a person who is not very well. Yeah.
The same like in Russia. And how about Indonesia and Dang?
In my in my culture, because I'm Java, not soup, but it recovery from illness soon, like jamu. It herb from spices like turmeric, ginger, like this. This is for recovery,
Well,
including me.
I sometimes I have a sore throat, especially in winter, and I add some ginger into my tea and rose hips, yeah, to recover soon.
Что это за песня? Кто поет?
Yes. Okay, and Luis from Peru, the same question to you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, here in my country, most of the people prepare soup. You need to add ginger, onion, but the soup is prepared with spaghettis and chicken as well.
Also, okay, and Philippines, Jade.
The same. We have chicken broth, soup, and porridge. Most of the time, my mom cooked me for prepare porridge when I'm sick. And what a soup that I really like is the egg drop soup. It's very very tasty. I love it.
Okay, and Jenny. Jenny, can you please remind where I'm from?
I am from Mexico.
I see. So the same as Yvonne. Okay, and Melda. Okay, Melda can't speak today. Okay, so I asked everyone, so we know different cultures and different soups to recover. Okay, let's move on. Rosalba, you find one more match.
Yes, chilies in walnut sauce. The chilies are not only looking good, they were indeed the platters of chili powder were the colors of the flag, the green of the chilies, the white of the nut sauce, and the red of the pomegranates.
Okay. And 3 are left. Yep.
Champandongo. Since she had left the sausage resting when she had gone to prepare Mama Elena's bath, enough time had passed to go on to stuffing the casings.
Not chorizo? What casings? Something was stuffed? No?
Say that again, please.
So stuffing the casings. Are you sure about champandongo? Okay, what is champandongo?
Oh, yeah, right, yes. Then it was the baptism.
This one.
The baptism, yeah, you're right.
So they cooked sausages on their own, yes? And they stuffed the meat into the casings. Okay, so poor champandongo, we can't, I don't remember. Put here.
Champandongo is when
Champandongo.
we prepared champandongo when John went to ask for her hand, but I don't see the event in here. And I think we're mistaken because the one that was maybe no, you know what? Yeah,
Let's see.
Champandongo, it's that one. When John went to ask for her hand and Esperanza was still a baby, she couldn't stop crying, and so Rosa, no, Tita, had to be next to her all of the time and was taking things up and down. So Esperanza stopped crying because she loved to be in the kitchen, but Rosaura was jealous.
Mhm.
But I don't see it here.
Because, as I told you, different events associated. Yes, there were many events, of course. Um, okay, how about this one? Chocolate.
Champandongo. Tita extract just half a teaspoon of this oil. No. I can't remember the link of Champandongo with these two left ones.
Okay. So we remember of
Teaspoon.
the healing effect of the chocolate. Yes? No. Chocolate beans.
Chocolate.
Not chocolate beans, but
Ex-
that is what is inside
melting.
chocolate butter. No, that is not butter, but the thing that is inside the chocolate bean.
Almond.
And that so in Russia there is a sweet which is called white chocolate. It doesn't have, yes, there we have it. It doesn't have chocolate bean powder, but only cocoa butter. I remembered it. So the sweets which contains only cocoa butter, sugar, and so on and so on. It is called white chocolate. And as for cocoa butter, it has some really healing effect for the skin to recover it quickly if it is wounded. That's why Tita used chocolate to create a lip ointment, which she had some problems with her lips during some season. And she used the chocolate to prepare a lip ointment, like a balm. My hit for you. But as for Champandonga,
Yeah.
I don't remember myself now. We can put it here and submit answers, okay? Let's submit.
Let's go.
Correct. It's correct. Good job. Okay, well done. Perfect. So Champandonga. So was cooked as
She was baptized.
when Esperanza was baptized.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And one more activity on the story for us to review the things.
Characters.
So yes, let's review the facts about the characters.
Oh, so little, little.
Okay, I will read. Okay, if the sentences are too little. Okay, let me start with this one, 33. All that she found under the remains of what had been the ranch was the cookbook. Who found the cookbook after things that happened in the ranch, and there were only remains of the ranch? We have read it today. Who bequeathed the book? Louis remembers because he was reading that extract.
Esperanza?
Exactly. Mhm. Okay. I will read the smallest, okay? So had inherited the fondness for experimentation from his grandmother.
John.
John, yes.
Kickapoo Indian, yes? Who was the Indian? Okay. The rice was obviously scorched, the meat dried out, and the desert burnt.
Rosaura.
Ah, yes, Rosaura.
It was her first meal, and they were pretended that it was delicious.
Rosaura, yes.
Okay, number 14. On her, the food seemed to act as aphrodisiac. She began to feel so intense heat pulsing throughout.
Get through this.
Exactly.
Get
Mhm. Okay. 22. Went to her, picked up a wooden spool, and smashed her across the face with it.
Mama Elena.
Mama Elena.
Yes, there was an argument between her and Tita.
Yeah.
We discussed it today. Okay. 18. Her body was giving off so much heat that the wooden walls began to split and burnt into flame. Her body was giving off so much heat that the wooden
Get through this. Get through this.
Yes, and what kind of wooden walls? Do you remember?
When she had a shower.
Why did she have a shower?
Because the box of the shower was made of wood.
Okay, why
and
did she
so her,
why did she
her,
feel so hot?
emotions were so strong that burned the box.
Okay, but why?
Pedro.
After eating
sorry,
a special
sorry.
dish that was prepared.
Quails with petal rose
Get
sauce.
through this, yes.
Okay. Hoped her daughter would take care of her until she died.
Mama Elena
Rosaura.
and also Rosaura.
O Mama Elena or Rosaura.
Okay. Has become the wet nurse of her nephew, but not her niece.
Tita.
Okay. At 39, she was still as sharp and fresh as a cucumber that had been cut. At 39.
Tita.
It was mentioned in the last chapter, yes, when she was dancing with Pedro. Okay. Took Tita to his home instead of taking her into the asylum.
John.
Okay. Okay, wanted her daughter to follow some inhuman tradition.
Mama Elena.
Mama Elena.
Human tradition.
Yes, 5 and 30 are very in common, so if it will be only one mistake, yeah, if they mean the same, yeah. Okay. A widower had a son, Alex.
John.
Yeah. Mhm. At her ranch, sausage making was a real ritual.
Mama
Mama
Elena.
Elena.
Exactly. Okay, this one. I was watching Tita charmed her coat take his eyes. Okay, he couldn't take his eyes off her. He had attended the baptism of
John
John Brown. John.
Brown.
Okay, just a second. Was watching Tita, charmed by her. He couldn't take his eyes off her. He had attended the baptism just to see if he could speak to her.
John Brown is
Okay.
who is in love for Tita.
Yes, but it
An
wasn't much.
unconditional love.
Yes, but it wasn't enough oxygen. Okay, I had her first marriage night in a month after the wedding.
Poor Rosaura.
Rosa.
Rosaura. Yes. Was baptized with her name by the request of her aunt.
What is?
Was baptized with her name by the request of her aunt.
Esperanza.
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 Yeah, but it doesn't.
Okay, this one. Okay. On her, okay, get through this, has run. Wait, from here. So, this one. She felt Alex's eyes on her body. She felt like dough being plunged boiling oil.
Esperanza.
Okay. Had no desire to see the body of his spouse and caress it.
Pedro.
Okay, here. Pedro? Okay. Her milk dried up from the shock.
Rosaura. Poor Rosaura again.
Did she have any milk?
Yes, Rosaura.
What kind of shock?
No, it's Tita, because when
no, wait, Mama Elena.
When she was
Mama
shocked for Robert's death.
Mama Elena, when her husband passed away.
Exactly.
When Tita was born.
It's not Tita because so Roberto was taken. Yes,
No.
yes. But it's not that shock, yeah. Okay. Who had the full name Josefita? Josefita.
Tita, Josefita.
Okay, the wedding between Alex and Esperanza was the greatest triumph for her.
For Tita.
Exactly.
Nacha. Oh, Tita.
Okay, died from drinking the syrup of Ipecac.
Mama Elena.
Mama Elena.
She was watching nobody would poison her, and she did it herself.
Okay, the cook. Who was the cook?
Tita. The Chacha.
Nacha.
Nacha.
Deaf. Half deaf, Nacha.
Half deaf.
Yes, deaf. Nacha.
Died
after making love, Pedro.
Pedro. Was very sensitive to onions.
Tita.
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 Mhm. Didn't have milk to breastfeed.
Rosaura.
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 The wedding was ruined by the wedding cake.
Again, poor
Rosaura.
Rosaura.
Her
Yeah.
first baby boy died.
Poor Rosaura.
Rosaura.
Misery,
Mhm.
Rosaura.
Oh, many Rosa.
Decided to
Baby.
marry his sweetheart's sister to be closer to her.
Silly
Decided
Pedro.
Pedro
Yeah.
ran off
He did.
with one of Will's men on the horseback, naked.
Oh, Gertrudis.
Offered to take charge of feeding Tita.
Nacha.
Nacha.
Okay. Knew how to make matches.
John Bravo.
John Brown.
But he
Made the
couldn't.
entrance into
He
the
couldn't
wall
light.
prematurely.
Yeah.
Made the entrance into the wall prematurely.
Tita.
Tita,
it's Tita.
Esperanza.
Because as for Tita, we filled everything, yes?
Yeah.
Any objections? No?
Mm-mm.
Okay, let's check. Perhaps some mistakes?
Oh.
Yes, perhaps. Or perhaps I made mistakes. Wanted to hit it off. Okay, here's the same. Yes, I got it. And
Maybe it's twisted. Mama Elena and Rosaura.
Okay. The rest is perfect.
That's it.
It wasn't, yes, perhaps I'm, yes, in fact, it's the same, yeah. Okay. And that is all for today. We reviewed the house story, recipes, events, and characters. The house. Now you're able to talk about it, to think about it, not only in your native language, but in English. And remember this stunning, marvelous, just exciting story about cooking, love, and passion. And our meetings, so full of energy, full of inspiration, full of bright colors and emotions. So exciting book. For me, it's one of the best. But every time I finish one book, and I think that it is the best. But then I read one more and I think, no, this one is even more and exciting. Every time I have it, I'm a great cheater, book cheater, you know. Okay, we finish. We deserve a good rest. 2 weeks have a rest. Yvonne, Louis, sleep well. And Jenny too. Mornings are going to be yours. And as for the following book, I'm in 2 minds. Is also in 3 minds. It doesn't matter. I will make a decision. And I think that we should go to another part of the world. Because we spent pretty much time in Latin America. Yes, and I think it's time to change. And I have one book, but I think that we should learn something new. Definitely. Some cultures, some history facts, some events, experience even more, and experience I want to change genre too. Not magic realism, that's enough, but perhaps a realism. That is also interesting.
Victoria, I have a question for you. Do you choose a book you have already read or not?
Yes, I choose the book, and what is more, I read the books which I think are suitable for the meetings, because I seldom use just to read. I want to learn things about different cultures. I can call Yvonne, I can call Kazuka, but it's not the same as to read. And I usually take the book which I usually read. Why? Because I should make a meeting, make activities, and if I don't read the book, if I don't know the end of the story, I won't be able to prepare activities. Yeah, of course, I need time to prepare things. If I don't know if I meet an interesting fact or not, how I prepare it. That's why.
Usually you propose a book you liked very much.
Usually, yes, I never choose the book which I don't like, but currently artificial intelligence helps me to choose the book, because I ask, I want to read this, mentioning this. There should be a novel, there should be emotions, there should be adventures, there should be interesting facts. Yeah, and it offers me now things much easier for me to find the book, because there were books I read and I understood that it was interesting, but a book is not suitable for reading meeting. I consider it a waste of time, because I spent some time. Yes, it's interesting, but it doesn't give me such emotions as I was waiting.
I think we have something in common, because I like emotional books.
Mm-hmm.
And this book, it was very emotional. Emotions were very strong. In fact, it explains the magic realism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. As for the next book, I guess it will have some unexpected things. That's well, for me, it was full of unexpected things. Okay, I'm closing my mouth. Okay, so guys, it's time to say goodbye. See you, and I will announce everything in my Facebook profile and in the group, of course. Okay, so goodbye.
Thank you,
Bye.
Thank
Victoria.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody.
We love this
Natalie.
book.
Happy
Bye.
weekend. See you next week.
Yes, thank you.
See you soon. Bye bye.
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 Bye bye.